In this video right here, we're going to go over 2 examples of why vision is so important when you set out to achieve anything in life. You may have heard these examples, but you're about to hear them again. So the first example is us building a house. Now, whatever you may be trying to do, whatever your goal, whatever your dream, it doesn't matter. Just imagine it as building a house, right? This is what you have to do. Now, any goal, dream, anything like that is going to require effort in the beginning phases, and that's all you're going to see is effort, hard work, day in and day out, over and over and over and over and over until you see anything. You're going to have to do that. So let's say we begin building a house. It's your dream house. Beautiful outside, beautiful inside, beautiful couches, beautiful flooring, everything. It's perfect. Now, you tell me, how long is it going to take you to build a house? In the beginning phases, just putting the frame up, you're probably going to be doing that for quite some time, and you're going to be sick of doing that real quick. So, just like any other goal or dream, when we first set out, it's going to be very difficult. We're not going to see many things happening. And in this world, we want everything instantaneous, especially in America. We want it now. We want it. We're so entitled, or at least we think we are. So when we're building this house, all we're thinking about is all the hard work and how hard it is. And if that's all we focus on, we'll bail. We'll get out of there. We'll say, man, I can't do this. I can't deal with this. But that's where the vision comes in. So when we're building on this house, day in, day out, every morning, every mid-afternoon, every afternoon, all night, every single day, instead of focusing on all the labor pains, what we need to be focusing on is the vision of the end product, the house, exactly what it's going to look like on the outside, what it's going to look like on the inside, what it's going to look like all throughout the house. And all the other small details. Maybe you have a ping pong table. I like to play ping pong. And just a game room. And it might be completely decked out, right? So as you're building day in and day out and putting in the hard work, which may be years, all you need to focus on is the end product. That's the vision. So when you go to build a house or whatever you're trying to build, don't focus on the day in and day out labor pains. Focus on the end product, the vision. And that's all you need to keep in your mind. And if you do that, that's all you'll see. You won't even be working day in and day out anymore, because the only thing you'll see is the end product. And that's what you continually push forward. Now, excuse me, the second example is direction. Now, direction is something in itself, but when it comes to vision, direction is important. So, now, instead of looking at the house, let's look at a ship. And you guys may have heard this, but like I said, you're going to hear it again. So let's say we hop into a ship and it takes off. Now, behind the wheel is absolutely nobody. No captain, no nothing. Not you, not anybody. It's just going out to sea. Now, you tell me what is going to happen to this ship. Where is it going to get? Is it going to head right into a storm when it could be diverging and going to another direction? Is it going to hit an embankment and wreck and is it going to hit an iceberg? Who knows what it's going to do. But one thing it's going to do for sure is go absolutely nowhere compared to where you want to go. So if a ship has no captain, it will get nowhere, and it will get nowhere fast. So if we add the vision inside the ship, this is the captain, this is the person behind the wheel. So as we set out in life, going whatever direction that you plan on going, that's all we're thinking about is the destination. Because as we set out on this destination, we are going to see difficulties, we are going to see adversity, we are going to see uncertainty, we're going to see a lot of difficulty, a lot of obstacles, especially those that are doing something that is bringing them much further out of their comfort zone. So, or someone doing anything great, someone doing something that other people told them they couldn't, and just doing something that's outside of mediocrity or ordinary, right? So it doesn't matter what you set out to go after, you're going to hit adversity. You're going to see difficulty. You're going to see obstacles. But if we keep the end product, if we keep the vision of where we're going, what we want to be, and what we want to get out of this path, then all of the obstacles, just like building a house, just like building day in and day out, putting all the work to build a house, all the difficulties and obstacles that we are going through on this path, on this ship to our destination, we won't really be seeing them as much, because the only thing that we'll be seeing is the destination, where we want to get. Now, there's a lot of growth from A to B and everything that is in between A and B, but those are things in itself, like patience, perseverance, and resiliency, and all of those things. But when it comes to a vision, and we set out to do something from A to B, there are going to be a lot of difficulties in between here. But if all we focus on is B, we won't get tripped up too much and get caught up on all of the things that we have to do and have to go through, right? But if we don't have a vision, and these are just two examples, if we don't have a vision, building that house will be too much, because the only thing that we'll be thinking about is getting up early, going to bed late, and working all day long. That's all we'll think about, is the labor pains. And it will not make much sense to us. That's why most people give up, is because it's too difficult. They give up for other reasons as well. But if they added in the vision of what they wanted, there's a highly likelihood that they would continue doing what they're doing, because they don't see the labor pains. They see the end product, the destination, or the end product in the house. And just like the ship, if we were to hop into a ship and set out and get pummeled by storms, and maybe the thing stops working, the engine dies out, and we have to go down there and work on the engine and get that going, and maybe run out of food and we have to make a detour. I don't know, I've never been to sea, but I guarantee there's difficulties. If we're not prepared, we may not make it back. But if we have a vision, all of these things won't be as overwhelming, right? We'll just go down and fix the engine real quick. And if we have to detour, okay, we'll have to detour, because that's okay, because we have to get to where we're trying to get. So when it goes to you setting out whatever it is that you're setting out, whatever destination you want to get to, or whatever thing you want to build in your life, a vision is absolutely essential. If you don't have a vision, you will get lost and nothing will get built. So those are my two examples. When you're building the house, stay focused on building the end product. Stay focused on the end product. Don't worry so much about the labor pains. And when it comes to getting to another destination in life, whatever that looks like, don't worry so much about the obstacles along the way. Just focus on the destination. And I'm at the bottom myself, climbing to the top. I'm by no means at the top looking down. I just have been practicing these things, and I'm in the process of building something and getting somewhere. And I know I focus on the end product, and I really don't see the labor pains and the obstacles and the difficulties. And we gain from those as well, and I'll make a video on those. So, there's a lot of benefits in difficulty, but that's beside the point. When you set out to become something or build something, keep your mind on the end product, on the vision, on the destination. And keep that. Remind yourself. Go to the future. Stay there. Keep that in your mind non-stop. And, if you want to get to where you want to get and build what you want to build, make sure you have a vision. If you don't, you might not get there, and you might not get anything built. That's just a thought.